That's it, Aruba. Bye-bye. Here we are heading out, heading west to northwest, and I need to adjust course a little bit. We're gonna aim to go right around this point and down to Santa Marta, 2 days. I think I'm closer than I'm supposed to be. I think you're supposed to keep a 5-mile radius, and I don't think we're 5 miles. I think we're less. So this one is just as big as the other one. It's massive. We're now on a starboard tack, and it's pretty chill. We've got a bunch of food made. I'm so happy that we don't have to cook food because we already did. And I'm looking forward to eating some and sleeping and reading. We've seen a bunch of freighters and tankers out here. I expect to see more and more as we get closer to Panama. It's our first sunset of the passage. So right there, you can't see it, Venezuela, and Colombia begins here. And we're going to round a point that's ahead of us. We're gonna go around it to Santa Marta, which is on the other side of the land over there. And then Cartagena is further, and Panama is down there. Second morning waking up at sea. This is day 3 of the passage, and we're going very slowly, so probably not going to get there until after dark, which is unfortunate, but I think there's nothing we can do at this point. Sunday, January 16th. We sailed pretty fast last night. We're going pretty slow this morning, and now we're back to about 5 knots. Decently windy, decently wavy. Our ETA has slipped a little bit. As us. Our destination is Santa Marta. That's better. Waves getting pretty big. Not crazy, but sizable. So here we are, I'm not sure what time it is, 10:30 p.m.-ish, and we're coming into Santa Marta. It was really, really windy, and now the wind has died down as we're behind the mountains. And we're just gonna come through here, and the anchorage is right there. So gnarly. Just coming in here, trying to watch what I'm doing. Better stop filming. Pretty soon. Boys are dropping anchor. That's it. Got a ship right there. Got ships all around us. No wind right here. So you were trying to see bottom and couldn't?
There. So it's very murky.
Yeah.
Catch of the day.
That's it.
Catch of yesterday.
We're gonna have to put it in the freezer and save some.
Yeah.
Here, we're trying to clarify the entrance procedures with the Port Authority to no avail. Okay, it is our first morning in Colombia. We haven't set foot on land yet. It is so windy.
Holy cow, there's tons of ships out there all anchored. I guess they're waiting. This guy's way too close, it's my bad. Once everyone gets up, we're gonna have breakfast and do customs and immigration. Wow. So trippy. There's one on top of my boat. Well, someone's having a bad day. And Damn, that just got worse. All right, so we just got back, stepping foot on shore, and we've accomplished almost nothing because we just were going in circles from immigration office to customs office to this office and that office, all for them to tell us that we need to have an agent to do all those proceedings for us, even though they tell you when you call that you don't need an agent. So we're concluding here in Colombia that you do in fact need an agent to check in. So we're just trying to kind of figure out what to do here for checking in to Colombia. You have to basically remain on the boat and the agent will come out to the boat, get our paperwork, go ashore, do everything for us, and then come back, because we're not allowed to be on shore until we've checked in. But of course, how are you going to check in if you can't go to shore in the first place? So
300.
yeah.
Instead of 350. And it is the and the mishap is the same guy there. That's hilarious. It's like you're right. You guys were already out. You're not supposed to be out.
Okay, thanks a lot, man. Sorry for the trouble. Appreciate it, buddy. Gotta pay to play. Answer, because they don't know or care.
Exactly.
The answer is you.
Yeah.
The answer
my
is
job.
bend over and take it.
Yeah. Exactly.
What's up, brother?
Here we are dealing with the customs and immigration agent that we were forced to hire for 300 US.
So this is the checkout documentation from Aruba. What's going on here, chef?
Some tuna tartare with jalapeno. You guys wanna go and set up upstairs?
Yeah.
Control, Stardate.
Finally, we receive word from the marina that we are clear to enter. The problem is that no one can seem to tell us where our spot is.
I don't want it to be a last minute thing. There's no reason to We're reinventing the wheel here. Trying to get a slip. We've said we're down for it, but they won't actually let us pay for it or register until we come in with the boat, and at that time they're gonna have a guy in a dinghy help us get into the slip. We're trying to figure out which slip right now so we can set up our dock lines and our fenders and everything ahead of time, so it's not a last minute panic. Okay, so we're making final preparations to head to the dock now. Phil and Ricardo, my trusty crew, are getting our fenders and our dock lines put out. And it's always nerve-wracking, and I don't know, one day I hope I get to the point where I'm super comfortable and I know everything and I can anticipate everything, but at this point, in the relatively high winds here, they don't really speak English here, so Ricardo has to be my translator. It's stressful, as usual. Here we go. We're following this guy, and in Santa Marta it is so windy because of all these mountains, so it's really tricky, and I'm guessing this is not going to be fun, but we will see. We will see.
And I was right to be worried about the docking situation, and so is my neighbor, who smartly is standing watch on his vessel right here and grabbing defensive fenders as he sees me coming in.
Good idea.
Here's the dock, and the plan was to back into our spot like this, but the wind always pushes your bow downwind, and so it's hard to reverse sideways to the wind. What we needed was someone to push our bow to help us make the turn. Unfortunately, the marina employee in the dinghy did not provide that helpful push, and so the neighbor was smart and was on watch here and put a fender out, which saved us from making contact. And here you can watch the mishap unfold. We go to back into the spot, but the marina employee in the red dinghy behind us is nowhere to be found to help push the bow sideways to allow us to get into our spot.
What's he doing? Go! Ricardo, what's he saying? Move that fender in front, Phil.
Hey! Tell him to push the bow. Push, now! Get him going in there and push!
I thought we had a plan. Now push the bow. Tell him to push the bow. Let's go. Keep going. Push it more. More.
Finally, someone else got in their dinghy and helped push our bow sideways so we could continue to attach more dock lines to secure the boat in the correct spot. Big thanks to our neighbor for being so cool and prepared.
Oh man, so that was crazy. Got no help in that way at all. We talked about it ahead of time with him and did some little diagrams with our hand. Guy had no idea what he was doing, and we essentially hit our neighbor's boat.
We then paid for a week at the marina and then later found out that there was a special secret deal for staying 3 weeks at the marina for a discounted price. They don't post their pricing or their deals on their website, and so it's just word of mouth that we found out about that deal. When we asked if we could apply our 1 week stay to the 3 week stay, they said no, there's nothing that they could do about it, but they were really, really sorry.
Gracias, señor.
So is it more lime?
Yeah.
And then what is lemon? Does it sound...
Lima.
Lima.
Sí, señor.
You can see it didn't take long for Matt to start making money somewhere else.
That's it, guys. I'm quitting sailing and I'm going to be a street vendor instead. There's way too much money to be made in street vending. Sailing is not where it's at. Tearing up my passport. That's it. Staying in Colombia. But anyways,
Esto se encontraba para las más peleas, el calor que me enfrentaba, el amor y la pasión.
We also met some local musicians that we hung out with during our time in Santa Marta.
all right, going to the beach today. We haven't really done anything much yet in Santa Marta, so we're gonna go and get a cab. Pretty cool.
Pasan la tarde ya bacán, más bonita la playa aquí, más bonita ya y cosas ya se vaya pagando.
This is Frank, a musician who's visiting Santa Marta at the same time that we were. You can check out his Instagram in the description.
Que el que a su Marta le dice no es nada más que un ratón, un ratón. De cualquier malla sale un ratón, de cualquier malla, de cualquier malla.
Famous salsa songs from Aruba and Gladys.
Nice.
It's very...
Cada vez que te nombro mi corazón pierde el control. Y si te nombro me transportas al espacio sideral.
One thing was for sure, this foreign land was as strange to us as it was beautiful, and we were not in Kansas anymore. A new country and a new continent, South America, a vibrant cultural mecca of the world, and a new milestone for Stardate's journey. What adventures, victories, and lessons awaited us in this strange and beautiful land.
La fortuna ahora brilla para mí. Por ti el amor vuelve a ser un rincón de felicidad frenesí. Lo pajaritos que pasan por mi ventana son inspiración para mí, para cantarle el amor. Oh, 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 oh. Una tonada, un son, hoy te canto, vida de mi vida. Porque por ti puedo gritar a los cuatro vientos que de ti me enamoré y encontré lo que buscaba. Esa princesa es la más bonita, salida de un cuento de hadas, que me brinde su dulzura y su cintura en la casa, que me brinde su amor cada madrugada.